Welcome back, everyone. This is Jeff's Junction. I'm your host, Jeff. We do a show weekly on Tuesdays called Angelina's Angels. If you're not aware, the videos publish at 3 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Why is that? Because that is 10 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and most people in the world will see this video on Tuesday if I record or release at that time. Another thing to note, in the description, I'm going to be writing down or putting in a timestamp to get you past my jibber jabber that I talk and chat at the beginning if you don't want to hear what I have to say. I also like to let you know if this was a song suggestion in that little blurb at the beginning. So this is definitely a song suggestion. I did this song last week, Diamonds Are Forever, but in the comments section, Bill 2982, Jeff, you really need to watch her 11-year-old version of Diamonds Are Forever. It's ridiculously good. He put 5 crying faces, and Cry Me a River, same concert, she sang 13th songs, unreal. So that stood out to me. I love that song so much. Okay, so much. And when someone suggests a song or like a video of her when she was younger, I can't get enough of her singing when she was younger. I just cannot get enough of it. And so I said, you know what? We're just going to do it. We're going to go with it. We're going to do the song suggestion. I am looking for suggestions, and I want to know like what songs you guys love. Okay? I want to hear the ones you love. Because it's one thing for me to hear something that I love. I get to all the time listen to my music. But to hear something you guys love, that's what I'm after. So if you have any suggestions, I did make a post, written post. You can find that in there. It's easy for me to track what songs were suggested. To have to go back and find a comment in previous videos, I find it more difficult. I was writing comments down on my phone, and sometimes they get deleted. So if you guys made suggestions, I'm not picking and choosing. I just have a hard time organizing the suggestions, okay? So I have made a post. If you go on there, maybe, it'll be easier for me to find you. For now, let's just get into this one. Let's see if I can pull up the browser. This is on, see here, it's on Boris Palnovsky's page. There was a few different pages that this was found on. This was definitely on his, and props to you. Thank you for all that you do for Angelina. We appreciate you. I do. So let's get into this one. Like that.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. Have no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever. Hold one up and then press it. Struck it and then undress it. I can see every bar, nothing hides in the heart to hurt me. I don't remember.
She is so good. Oh my god. I'm like, okay. So 11 years old, or so it says. Well, in another video, it says in brackets 11, and then the date of that video is the same as the date in this video. It's a lot of information. I should keep notes. I should keep a book of notes, okay? So I don't have to keep asking you guys. And, like, you guys must hate it that I always forget how old she is. It says Angelina Jordan singing Diamonds Are Forever at Proysen Festival, Rudshogda, Norway on 2017. Yeah, so anyway, she's young. You can see it in her face. She's still got that baby skin, right? Super young. And she's got so much like quality to her singing. Like a seasoned singer sings. Do you know what I'm saying? She has that at this young age. That's what blows my mind every time I hear her sing when she's young. And that's why I look for these songs when she's younger. Because it just blows me away. I could be, if I was, suppose I was just, working around in my office and this song happened to come on because I'm listening to some jazz and we're just kind of going along, doing my work, playing around, like writing stuff down, like what do I got to do tomorrow? And then this song comes on and I'm listening to it. I would think to myself, like, am I listening? And I want to like pick names out of my hat, right? Because I don't want to disrespect her talent or her as an artist. But like, I would never guess it's this 11-year-old girl singing a song. I'd think, oh yeah, there's another, veteran in the business. That's how good she is to me. It blows me away. Okay, and also, I love to say that when she has a band that's backing her, that is as good as these guys are, I think that's awesome. She needs that. She deserves that. Her voice deserves a good band, a quality sound. That's what she deserves. And I love that she gets that in her videos, and that's just, I guess I just need to say that, like, they are on point because she's on point, and that's what she deserves. Wow! Holy smokes! Alright, this is gonna suck. I wish I could hit pause before I come back, but it won't let me do that. Wow, she's got such a big voice. No doubt a superstar. No doubt. Angelina, one of my favorites of all time that I've been reacting to on YouTube since starting this channel. Definitely. And that's why I have a day dedicated to her. Tuesdays, Angelina's Angels. I didn't put a lot of thought into the playlist, to the show name Angelina's Angels. What happened is that I knew that she calls you guys angels, and it's just funny. It's because like my support are from the angels, and so it's like this playlist is yours. This is Angelina's Angels playlist, and it just stuck, and I held on to it, and I love it. I love it. So one of the greatest things about this YouTube channel that I started, it's not that I've and yes, I've learned about new artists thanks to the suggestions of my viewers. I've learned about new music. I've got to experience this great sound in such a small young package. But what I've gained from it is a connection with you guys. The people in the comments section. I feel like I'm so used to seeing, like, I've got my comments up here just so I could correctly identify who suggested this song to me. But like as I scroll through the comments, I see your profile pictures, some of you, and as long as they don't change, like I remember them, and I find that I've got this connection with them, and even Boris, like your video, your profile picture, it doesn't change. It stays the same. And from a distance, you don't really know what it is. Then you get closer and you realize there's a cat on your head. Like, what is going on here? And it's unique, and it draws the eyes. And for the longest time, mine was the same one. It was me. Like, it almost worked for a reaction. For me, I was like, with this massive storm brewing behind me in Cochrane, Ontario, Canada. I was truck driving. I was pulling camp shacks across from Kamloops, BC, across to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And we passed through Ontario up in the north. And one of our stops was Cochrane before entering into Quebec. We'd pull over. We'd make sure everything was secure, because we had to go through some small underpasses, and we wanted to make sure that we had our pilot cars lined up before crossing in. And I just remember pulling in there. We were dismantling some of the stuff on top of the shacks, like the venting, because the venting was too high for some of these overpasses. So we're dismantling them, and there was this massive storm coming in, and I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before. And I took a picture of myself doing it, like doing one of those. And it was like, I was like so surprised. And that is my Google profile picture. But when I switched my channel to Jeff's Junction from Big Spooky Jeff, if you guys are around that long, you would know that I was Big Spooky Jeff. I decided to change the image. I changed it to my logo. And yeah, sometimes I think that I should have just kept that image, because, like, for me, that image of you, Boris, with your cat on your head, like, it works. It works. And so for branding, I kept my logo as my profile picture, and you guys can see my face if you watch my videos. But hey, whatever. A little mini explainer in this video dedicated to Angelina, and why. Why? Because she's magnificent. And still, after all this time reviewing and reacting to her songs, I still, like, I'm blown away by her talent. And yeah, that very first image that I have on the YouTube link from Boris is her on stage. It looks like she's conversing with the trumpet player, who has a smile on his face, and you see the full image of her barefoot, the barefoot princess. I love that. I think it's magnificent. Her story is magnificent. I love that she holds true her style. I know of one artist that I met many, many years ago in Ontario, in Brampton, at a coffee shop. Her name is Little Bit Shepherd, Elaine Little Bit Shepherd. Look her up. She has been on the Junos in Canada. She has this Caribbean kind of style to her. And I always thought, like, if you just would sing pop, you would make it big. But she held true to her style, and she has become successful. She lives in the West Coast. She's married, has kids, been in the Junos, and she has a career. And she's got a beautiful voice. I'll drop a link in the description for you guys if you want to check her out. I have her on my Facebook. I put her on my Facebook many, many years ago, and she's never deleted me, and I love that. I love these connections that I make. And I guess the point I'm making here is that we have a unique life, a journey, and in that journey we meet people, and we get to experience beauty in artistry, singing. And I love it that people hold true to who they are, you know, and that's what Angelina's doing. And I love that about her. It's one of the things I love so much about her music. And so, yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening to me run on as I do. I feel like I have so much to say, and I want to tell you guys. And so, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for being a part of this journey of mine. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay blessed.